Hello and good morning from Sullivan County. It is Sunday, October 26th, 2025, and we are continuing our expedition, I guess you could say, along the Bowman's Creek branch of the Lehigh Valley Railroad. If you've been following along, we've been slowly piecing together who built all the original grades for the Bowman's Creek branch of the Lehigh Valley Railroad. And we know that the Wilkes-Barre and Harvey's Lake was one of the first railroads built that was part of the eventual Bowman's Creek branch. And then if you watched my most recent video about the Loyalsock Railroad and the extension that they built down to Bean Run, which is where we were yesterday or in the previous video, I mentioned that the road that goes through what is now all the state game land area up here in Pennsylvania, up near Ricketts Glen State Park, a little north of Ricketts Glen State Park. The road is known as Old Railroad Grade Road. And it was incredibly narrow in some spots. And then it's really wide here as we're getting close to PA Route 487, pretty much near where the parking lots are for this particular area of state game lands. So as I was driving through on my way out, I'm thinking, wow, this is so much wider than what I was on earlier. I wonder if we're even actually still on railroad grade. And I saw a stream, which would have required a culvert to go under. So I thought, well, let me check that out. So why don't we go check that out? And you will obviously see that we are indeed still on railroad grade. So if I was reading correctly yesterday from the information I was given, then this would have been built by the Loyalsock Railroad as well, along with all the other stonework that we have in the area. I'm gonna hop in here. I've got my crappy shoes on today, so let's see if we can't take a walk through here without slipping and falling. Although, let me find a better approach. So, of course, I don't have the paper on me at the moment, but I think the Loyalsock did their work in the 1870s. So that's what this culvert would most likely date back to. Now, I've seen a couple of smaller, what they call box culverts along the line, but this is the first, pardon me while I step over this branch, this is the first tunnel-like culvert, arched culvert that I've come across, and it's fantastic. We'll walk right through it. Not gonna lie to you, the water is incredibly cold. So we're on our way to the ghost town of Ricketts, PA, where there, I believe, was lumber mills, but there's also a nice set of bridge abutments there that we're going to go check out. And then there's some wooden remains of what I believe was another bridge that was a spur line off of the Bowman's Creek branch that went down to a private resort of Colonel Ricketts down along Ganoga Lake, if I'm pronouncing that right. We'll get more into that in the next video. Let's make our way out. Hopefully we don't slip and fall. Okay. And there you have it. what I believe is a Loyalsock Railroad culvert circa 1870s. Sullivan County, Pennsylvania.